Alrighty, welcome back, guys. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, session number 3. We got a great big chunk of the game done last time. We got our motorcycle, the Viola, they call it. We bullied Miles a whole lot. We're probably going to be doing a little bit more bullying of Miles. He's probably going to call us, and probably within 5 minutes of starting up here, I'm sure. He's a good dude, though. And we progressed. We got our fire shot here. Check this out. We even got the charge beam fire shot, too. I don't think I've used this yet. Let's see what it looks like. Nice. And now we're in the Ice Mountains, whatever this place is called. I forget what it's called. And we literally just started here, so we don't even know what's going on yet. So welcome in, everybody. Happy, well, see, I do this all the time. It's Sunday night. I think of it as Sunday night for me, but in my time zone, it's 12:43 a.m., so it's technically Monday morning, but it's my Sunday. I hope everyone had a relaxing weekend, a good recharge. Yep, I'm doing really good. Got a great big glass of chocolate milk. Like, when I say big glass, I mean a big Yeti-sized cup full of chocolate milk. And I have a plate full of bacon next to me. I made up some bacon today. And I just got back from the gym. So I'm doing really good. I'm feeling good. I'm also ready to play some Metroid. You went and saw Avatar Fire and Ash today? How was it? I'm hearing some, like, kind of wishy-washy things about it, but I'm also not really sure. I saw the first Avatar in theaters, but that came out fucking... How long ago did that come out? The first one? Was it over 10 years ago at this point? I wouldn't be surprised if, like, it's a fun movie to watch, but I don't know if it would be a good movie. I don't know if you know what I'm trying to say, but maybe it was good. I don't pay any attention to Avatar, so I don't really know what's going on with it. But I hope it was good. I hope it was at least enjoyable. Ice Crawler. Ice crawlers are land-dwelling crustaceans found in several areas of Ice Belt. Man, I need to get my fucking... Ah, I forgot my glasses again! God, I went through all of last stream without my glasses, and now I forgot them again. So I'm without my fucking glasses in a game where it's like I'm reading a novel to you guys about Metroid lore and enemy biology. And now I don't have my glasses again. Oh. But Luke, why don't you just go up and get them? Well, that requires me getting up and moving all these fucking cords out of the way, moving my mic out of the way. I can't do that. Yeah, glasses are upstairs. God, I'm so mad at myself. Why can't I just be a functioning human being for once? Oh, it was good. You had a blast watching it. Avatar 1 came out in 2009. What the hell, man? That's messed up. I don't even remember it, to be honest. I remember nothing about that movie. Literally not even one scene of it. Alright, let's try this again. And let's lubricate the eyes a second. Hey, Jeff. I appreciate that resub.
Hey, Samus, you should click on that subscribe button on that Koopa Troop stream you have open.
Thank you, Jeff, for the 39-month resub. I appreciate you. I hope you have a good night at work, dude. I'm assuming you're at work anyway. Alright. Sorry. I'm also still kind of sick-ish. Sick voice-ish. Congested-ish. Ice crawlers are land-dwelling crustaceans found in several areas of Ice Belt. They are well adapted to the frigid climate and can naturally prevent their cells and fluids from freezing using chemicals such as glucose. Though they are covered in spines, the shell beneath it is not very durable and can be penetrated by standard firearms. Ice crawlers do not actively hunt and instead feed on bugs and small animals that happen to collide with their spines. Because of this passive approach to predation, they move constantly, albeit within a limited area. Countless sharp spines on the legs provide traction, allowing them to attach themselves to bedrock and move along walls. Good stuff. Lurking due to work sounds good. I appreciate the lurk. You know I do. I understand. I know how it is. They die in one hit to the fire shot. It's amazing. Yeah, Jay Will, honestly, if you want to read some logbook entries, I'm all for it, man. If you're like not doing anything tonight and you want to read a couple entries, I will, I would love that. Okay, here's our first look. The only thing you got to do is take a leak. Past that, I'm free. Damn, sounds like your schedule's pretty open, man. You thinking about getting Prime 4? Never played a Metroid game before? Yeah, I would highly recommend it, dude. It's kind of seeming like with this one, you don't really need to play the other ones. I think this one is developing its own story. They have not mentioned Phazon one time. So I don't think you really need to know much about Metroid to enjoy this game. So I think this is probably a pretty good starting point. But I would highly, 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 highly recommend playing the other Prime games at least. They are very much worth your time to play. Sounds good, Jay. I will be here. I have a lot of time. I will be here probably for a while. See what happens. The cryopod appears to have been abandoned. Oh. Oh, this looks real nice. And honestly, what you could do is, well, I know you have NSO, right? So you could play the old Metroid games on the NSO package. I think you could probably definitely play Super Metroid on the Super Nintendo. And then I would hope that they have Zero Mission on the GBA. I would maybe start with Zero Mission. And if you like somewhat like it, you would probably like the rest of them. And it's free to try as long as you have the NSO membership. That might be worth your time as a starting point. But yeah, Prime 4 has been really great so far. There are some things about it that I'm not crazy about. But it's not deterring me away from the game at all. It's just they made some modernized decisions that did not need to be present in a Metroid game. But I just feel like that's kind of happening to a lot of games, not just Metroid lately, so... I'm not a fan of the pseudo open world with the motorcycle. It's okay and it's cool, but it's like, it doesn't need to be there. Scoutbot. Scoutbots were created during the machine era to find process Oh, we read this already. Yeah, why did that treat that as a new scan? We definitely read that before. That's weird. But the music is... I think this one might have my favorite music so far, and I'm only 5 hours into the game. The music has been fucking insanely good in this game. They also have Fusion on the GBA. Oh, for NSO. Okay. Yeah, I still have to play Fusion, dude. I've never played it. That one might come next. I have to play Fusion and Super, and then Other M. And then I've played all the Metroid games. I'm excited to meme out playing other M. This is kind of really cool. Snow Wolf. The Snow Wolf is a quadrupedal creature native to the frigid ice belt. Carnivorous hunters, they patrol their territory in packs of several dozen. Upon finding prey, they will surround it to prevent escape, whereupon groups of especially ferocious young males will take turns attacking, one after another. Once their prey has fallen, they typically feast in hierarchical order, starting with the alpha, with a portion reserved for pregnant females and the pack's youngest members. High metabolism enables their bodies to generate heat very efficiently, enabling long treks across their territory. Unfortunately, this means they struggle to adapt to hot environments and will succumb quickly if confronted with high heat weaponry. Well, it just so happens we have high heat weaponry, so that's good. Oh! These guys are cool looking. I like these. Oh, Jay, you're back. Okay, perfect. PoE 2 first boss. It kind of is. Hi, Peaches. How are you doing? There are so... Look at the radar. There are so many. There's dozens. You're doing better? Yeah, you've been sick for a while, dude. I would hope that you're doing better by now. You were sick for a long time. The radar is your friend in this fight. Definitely, it doesn't want us to kill them all, does it? Maybe we should be running... Well, we can't see, though. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. That's the problem right now. Nice shot. Okay, they're getting more aggressive, which is good, I guess. Oh, there's definitely... Dude, they keep on coming constantly all over. And they also hurt pretty bad. That was a lot of damage we took right there. Yeah, it doesn't want me to run anywhere. It won't let me. You just have to brave the storm, I guess. I don't know. Just let them eat you. Clearly they need food. They have to get into my suit to get the good meat, though. That's the problem. They're definitely trying. Okay, we are getting destroyed right here. We're gonna die. Yeah, we die right here. We're dead. We have 2 health. Oh, is this scripted? What? Oh, we're gonna have to listen to this. Great. Let's go see who's in here. And hopefully find some health. Yes, please give me that. Yes. Thank you. Large elevator. Okay, let's wait on that a second. What's going on with this? Offline and locked. Okay. Offline. Okay, we need to turn on the power somewhere. Kind of lock? Is that an electric lock? Must be. I don't think we can do that yet. All right, who was that?
All clear. I never thought I'd meet the legendary bounty hunter, Samus. In a place like this. Corporal Reger Tokabi, Fed Sniper, Herc Unit Delta. It's good to finally cross paths with you, but tell me, where are we? We were deep in gunfire. I lost visuals, then woke with a busted comms unit and a leg to match. Now, I tried to access this terminal, but the only thing I could get operational was the gun. That's it. Then I see this here. What do you make of it?
I have no idea. All right, Jay, are you ready? You want to start off with Reger Tokabi? So if you want to just sit in... Hang on, let me figure out how to actually do this a second. Just hop in the Koopa Troop voice channel, and then I'll like... You can just lurk in there, and I'll just unmute you when I'm ready for you to read something. Hey, Jay Will. I really didn't want to interrupt you, but you were not going through OBS, and I was just mesmerized. So give me a second. You're going to have to do that again. I couldn't stop you. Say something?
Good evening.
Okay, yeah, you're good. Go ahead.
Reger Tokabi. Corporal Reger Tokabi is a sniper in the Galactic Federation. Once a hunter working on remote worlds, he volunteered for Federation service in the hopes of finding stability. He enjoys solitude and dislikes working with others, always preferring to go on missions solo without a spotter. The Tokabi family has worshipped the god Solon for generations. Reger included. He is never without his arrowhead-shaped talisman and strongly believes his continued survival is only because of its protection. Unfortunately, his beliefs are often in conflict with his mission and their use of his talents, which is a source of much loathing and personal strife.
Thank you so much. How much of this do you want to do for me?
As long as you want me to.
Okay. Whenever I need to press plus to open the logbook, that's probably when I'll get you in here to do it. For the important stuff.
And I'll just remain muted until then.
Thank you, man. Okay, we're still back. And this is how we're doing things. Okay.
Oh, you were able to activate this. A map of the facility. But it's corrupted. Ah, you want to go there. In that case, this elevator is the only way down. But the power is offline. One moment. There. That must be the generator room. I think we can bring it back to life. All right, you have the map. I'm no good with this leg, so I'll have to keep an eye on you from here. Luck be with you.
Yeah, go rest up that leg. Power generator. Okay. Thank you, sir. Off we go. Healing pod. Maybe we can check out that gun. Stobo rotating beam turret. Fires up to 6,000 rounds per minute.
That is one powerful turret.
Yeah, I'll say. If it weren't for you, well, they'd probably be ripping me apart right now.
I'll keep an eye on things.
Safety hatch for cryopod transport. Alright, down we go. I thought for sure that they were going to give Samus a voice in this game. Knowing that they're going to be adding NPCs and dialogue and stuff. I'm kind of shocked that they didn't, but at the same time, I think it might be better this way. I'm not sure. I know in other M she has a voice. Alright, Jay, Snow Roach.
Snow roach. Snow roaches are omnivorous arthropods found indoors or undergrounds in cold climates. They form large groups and upon finding food will secrete a pheromone that draws more of their kind. The shell on their back is bioluminescent, creating a beacon for them gathering around in dark places. The body fluid contains antifreeze proteins, fortifying them against low temperatures. They also have a high intracorporeal pressure, which raises their body temperature but causes them to burst at the slightest impact.
Excellent job. Ooh, they like dropping health too. You think it'd be weird giving Samus a voice after all this time? Yeah, it probably would. They would have to really nail it. Kind of, it's reminiscent of like giving Isaac a voice in Dead Space 2. You know? Which I think they did a good job of that. And also, I guess, in the Dead Space 1 remake too. That's the first game that comes to my mind where they had a silent protagonist and then transitioned to a voice. I'm sure there's other examples. Yeah, other M, she definitely talks. I'm like 80% sure she talks in other M. I'm a little fearful to play that game, but we will play it for the memes. I still need to get my hands on a copy somewhere. I hear that the gameplay is like good for it, but it just like bastardizes everything that's Metroid, which is why I'm interested. Oh, Jay, you've never played Metroid? Oh, shit, man. Maybe you should get on that, huh? I always tell people they should at least play Prime. They should play the Primes. These games are, there's something. You just don't know. You just don't own any Nintendo consoles anymore. Just your Switch, right? You could play the old ones on your Switch and the Prime 1 remastered, but that means you'd have to spend some money. You'd have to cough up some money on a AAA Nintendo title, you know? That's tough. Oh, and I suppose you'd have to pay for the online subscription too. Yeah, it is kind of expensive buying Nintendo games, man. You're not wrong. It actually shocked me. They had some decent sales on the eShop this holiday. There was actually some AAA games that got some decent sales. It's very abnormal to see. I didn't get anything. I pretty much already have everything. Plus, I just like everything as physical copies because I'm a big Nintendo baby butt boy. But yeah, it was cool to see that though. So all these are, yeah, currently locked. Locks can be managed collectively from the control room. Oh, interesting note here. I forgot to put my Joy-Cons back in the Switch 2 dock after streaming last night. So I'm kind of curious to see if these are going to die tonight or not. When I turned on my Switch to stream tonight, it said that they were at full battery. And I don't think that's real. I don't think that's possible because I played this for almost 4 hours last night. There's no way these are at full battery, but I honestly don't know what the battery life on the Switch 2 Joy-Cons is like. So I guess we'll find out streaming tonight. I think they'll last, but I think they'll get pretty low on battery though. There's no way that they were full on battery right now. It's impossible. If it were a Switch Pro controller, I would believe it because those last like over literally probably 50 hours of gameplay on those fucking things before you need to charge it. It's insane. Psychic Lock, developed during the Psychic era, blocks passage with a wall of psychic energy. These locks can be released using collective TK codes. TK? Tyrone King? He has codes for me in this game? Oh no. I think we're going to be getting the lasso beam here. Tyrone King from the ever so beloved Dead Rising 2. What a guy. That's where my mind went to first. Of course it was. Hey, Chucky. Ooh, here you go, Jay. The Endeavor file.
Endeavor, LMH 20062001026. My name is Targan. I'm a researcher at this facility. I am writing this to have a record of my experiments. When the great tragedy occurred, many fled the danger within the research center. However, at the guidance of the priest, Chatoya, a few of us stayed in order to perform analysis of and experiments on Reaver antimony. Antimony? No, fuck it. Our hope is to reverse the transformation by administering a solution to processed green energy to subjects brought to the facility. I want to believe we can succeed.
Thank you so much, man. I'm so glad you get to experience my pain with this fucking Metroid language, bro. It makes me feel not so alone anymore. I appreciate you so much, man. Whack ass names. Yeah, I know. I know. This is the 4th game in a row where I've had to read logbook entries of Metroid-isms. It be crazy most of the time. Especially when in this game, the fucking logbook catches me off guard and it says ovaries in there. And I have to double take it. I'm like, wait a minute, ovaries? Hang on, did they really just say ovaries in a Metroid game? Oh, they definitely did. Hang on, did I miss something in there? I feel like I missed something in here. No, I don't think so. A linked activation device is nearby. A linked activation device is nearby. Oh. Probably here. Bomb slot, yep. Green stuff. Alimony. Yeah, take those notes. Also, Jay, if you ever get tired of it, let me know. I'm not forcing you to do this for me, my good friend. Although I do appreciate it. Touch the hologram. Okay, so that...
Samus? Samus? You hear me? I patched into the facility speakers. I can use them to communicate. I noticed that several rooms were unlocked at once.
Mm-hmm.
That was you, wasn't it? Nice.
Nice.
Proceed with caution. You never know what's lurking.
That was a very Leon Kennedy nice right there. I like that. Sounds good, Jay. Yeah, like, especially like if you're getting tired and you want to go to bed, just be like, yo, I can't do this anymore, man. I'll understand. Do you work tomorrow? Or do you have tomorrow off? Because I feel like you're not usually up on Sunday nights, are you? No abnormal cell mutation. What are these, test tubes? Samples containing a TK code. We need that. What the world am I doing with this right now? TK code fragment collected. Okay. Off until Wednesday. Nice, bro. I am jelly. So right now your sleep schedule just kind of exists. Yeah, I feel that. That's pretty much me every day. You just wing it. Every day's different. It's great for your immune system, trust me. Cryopod under repairs. I don't know what Rocket was talking about. I popped into one of his streams for like 5 minutes when he was streaming this. I didn't stay long because I didn't want to get spoiled. But he told me that they made scanning like less important in this game, and I don't think that's true. I'm wondering where he got that from. I hope he comes in chat tonight at some point so I can ask him what he meant by that. Scanning feels the same to me. I feel like I'm scanning just as much and reading just as much as I normally would be. I don't know. All right, Jay, we have security.
Security. LMH 20062001065. Cryopods containing subjects are arriving at the lab almost daily. The pods put them into cold hibernation and maintain minimal life functions. Operation of the cooling equipment has been deemed absolutely essential, so the systems have been designed to continue functioning even if the entire facility were to fall into low power mode. Similarly, thorough inspection and repair of cryopods is one of our highest priority tasks.
Yes, which would explain why that stuff was... Oh, those pods were still on. Okay. Intriguing. Sneak in a good amount of handful of naps at work. That's crazy, bro. What the heck is this thing? Nova DNA sequencer. Lamorne device for complex genetic sequencing. Used to identify organisms and analyze genetic mutations. That's another lasso thing right there. Containing Nova DNA. Yeah. A lasso locking unit. Ventilation shaft. Okay, we'll save that. Hang on, there's another room we have to go in yet. Oh, this door is blocked. Can only be opened from the other side. Okay, and we are still missing one TK code. Okay, maybe that vent will bring us to the other side. New Year's Day, went into work still a bit drunk and slept for 7 of the 8 hours of your shift. I can't even imagine such a thing. Sounds like he really needed a nap, though. That's insane, bro. Get in there, Sammy. Once again, the ventilation shaft perfectly sized for Samus's morph ball. Shit's ridiculous. All right, we have logbook gifts.
Gifts. LMH 20062001047. Priest Shatoya wants to install something in this room. Apparently, it will be a gift to the ones who will become our savior at some point in the future. But do we not need a savior right now? If our efforts are not the priority, then do the Lamorne have a future? All we can do right now is continue the experiments and believe that we will see the results. I pray for the day when I can leave this dark, freezing lab and walk under the sun again.
Excellent. The best thing about this is it gives me a bacon break. I can quick cram a strip of bacon in my mouth while you read the entries for me. I'm literally living the life right now. This could not be better. Psychic container. Stores items prepared by the last Lamorne priest to be given the chosen one. Opened using telekinesis. I guess it wants you to read the psychic container.
Psychic container. Psychic containers are used to store items prepared by Lamorne priests in accordance with the chosen one prophecy, in the hope that these would someday appear. Opening them requires moving the locking node along a predetermined pattern via telekinesis. As such, they cannot be opened by Lamorne without psychic abilities. Once opened, the psychic energies manifesting the container dissipate, causing it to vanish.
I'm wondering if all the Lamorne were capable of psychic abilities, or if only certain ones. I don't know if the game's ever told us yet or not. I'm guessing they all probably were. Or at least the priests, maybe. Here's our Psychic Lasso. Oh yeah. That's cool. Alright, looks like I'll be flinging my Joy-Con around. It's better than a nunchuck, so... Bomb slot fitted with security cap. Find it funny that Samus can use psychic abilities, but potentially some of the Lamorn couldn't. Yeah, I hope it kind of clarifies that a bit. That's a shortcut back up. We don't need that right now, I don't think. Although, hang on a second. I was talking about that in the first stream. It's just video game logic things. I feel like Metroid has a lot of that compared to some other video games. And I tend to poke fun of it a little bit. Like I just was talking about a few minutes ago, the big one for me is the Morph Ball. Like, no matter what planet Samus goes to, there's always perfect Morph Ball slots for her to go into. That, I can't get behind that. But it's like, she's always the chosen one. No matter what fucking planet and race of people there are, they're like, oh, Samus, you're the chosen one. It's like, oh, okay. There's also perfectly fitted Morph Ball slots for you to roll around in, and Morph Ball bomb slots for you to turn on various powered devices. I don't know. It's hilarious, man. But you can poke fun of stuff like that with any video game. It's not just Metroid. It's good fun. I really want them to fucking explain the Morph Ball. I just want one. It's probably Other M. Other M probably tries to do it, and it probably makes a fool out of itself trying to do it. Alright, let's take this up. Oh, a shot expansion. Nice. It's been a little while since we've gotten an energy tank. Actually, it's been a long time. Longer than a long time. We can open all these now. What? I just can't do anything with those. One of the ones in here is like lit up a little bit. Does that mean anything? Sample vial containing a TK code. Come on. There we go. Yo, best viewers. Damn it. J-Will banned them before I could click on the link. I like how the best viewers and cheap viewers are back with a vengeance. They were like gone for a few months. And now, ever since I started playing Prime 3, they're back. Send them over to Yo Man's chat. I think he's still alive right now. Is that it? Yes. Oh, he moved on to Horse Girl game? Damn. He was playing the better game, Smash Bros, earlier.
Whatever you're doing, it's working. Keep it up.
We should all get on Smash at some point. Have a Smash night. Ooh, a light maintenance tank. This means I get more bacon.
Light maintenance tank. The light maintenance tank is a smaller model that was developed to perform repairs and other work in pipes and passageways too narrow for their standard counterpart. They were mainly deployed to the biological research facility in the ice belt. Whilst being smaller and lighter allows for faster movements than the standard model, this comes at the cost of having weaker armor. However, if threatened, they are fitted with the same standard welding beam and are also able to emit a high voltage shock at close range.
Got it. Oh, you don't own it? I think I just automatically assume that anyone with a Switch probably owns Smash Bros. Same thing with Mario Kart. I mean, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe only sold like 30 million copies or something crazy like that, didn't it? I wonder how many copies Smash sold. Your most recent is Brawl? That's badass. I want to play Subspace Emissary again. I would love to play that on stream. I haven't played Subspace Emissary since probably middle school. Actually, Jeff, I think the last time I played Subspace Emissary is when we did a playthrough of it. For like a sleepover or something. I distinctly remember playing it with you. I think that was the last time. Oh, we need more TK codes. How many TK codes do we need? 2, I think, again. You only got your copy of Brawl back when you were having to clean your dad's place out recently. You're like, oh, hey, look, it's Brawl. That thing was just waiting for you to find it again someday, and it waited years and years. Waiting for its owner to remember it. Research Diary Day 57, Anxiety.
Anxiety. LMH20062001083. Green energy dosage results show no significant benefits at this time. Essentially, a rapid increase in cellular proliferation speed and a doubling of the number of cells increases growth and affects vitality. But why is this vector taking such an abnormal turn, and what can be done to shift it back to its original direction? Our time is limited, and I'm worried about our remaining stockpiles.
They definitely have some anxiety. It's a very fitting title for that. Let's go this way first. Oh, save station. Good thing I came in here. Waited damn near a decade. That's a very patient copy of Brawl you have. That poor thing. Let me guess, you still haven't popped it in your Wii and given it a spin yet either. Still waiting. Ooh. Wait, did it say indestructible? Okay, well, there's a missile expansion back there. Alright, we'll probably get back there at some point. Probably a vent or something. Speaking of vent. keep wanting the morph ball with X and scan with Y. Maybe I should just change that. EK code. It might want the other side. Yep. Okay, we pulled it out of that one already. Surely there's not two of these things in here. That'd be too easy. Yeah. All right. Power cord for your Wii broke. Damn. Actually, now that I think about it, although you said you don't have many Nintendo consoles anymore, right? I think all the power cords for all the Nintendo consoles are all the same. Oh, yeah, besides the Switch. Yeah, Switch is Type-C. Yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that. That do be true. So many doors. Well, you know what they say. Adventurers always go left, so that's where we're going first. Part of the cryopod rail system. Ooh, more lore. Encrypted file, research diary day 138 attempt.
Attempt. LMH 20062001164. We were so close. It seemed like we had succeeded in disabling the problematic genes, and also resetting the cells, causing the rapid proliferation process to replicate normal genetic information and restore their state. However, for some reason, we were unable to stabilize it. The subjects reverted. Right now, I want to check over the genetic analysis to see if there were any problems in our process. I do not want this setback to have been for nothing.
We're so close. This room looks ominous. Equipped with life preservation systems that keep specimens dormant semi-permanently. So help me if stuff starts busting out of these things. Look at all those in there. Bulk cryopod storage. All pods functioning normally. They're all in low power mode. He just boinged all over the room before finally exploding. That was awesome. Boing, boing, boing. I didn't mean to touch that yet, but okay. I guess we're touching things. What the fuck? Griever specimen. Completely frozen due to the drop in the laboratory's temperature. No life signs detected. Yet. Griever specimen battery depleted, ultimately led to a specimen's death. It has frozen completely. Why is the music getting all funky wonky? What is making that sound? I don't like it. This is getting weird. Very weird. I'm out of here. Well, we already know the Grievers aren't that big of a deal. Okay, all these are locked shut right now. Want to make sure we didn't miss any TK codes. Oh, more lore. We have encrypted file diary day 205 limit.
Limit LMH 20062001231. Since the lab experiments began, several subjects have been brought in each day. The lab is close to capacity, and tragically, countless brethren have lost their lives while securing these subjects. I think we should stop gathering subjects, if only because our restoration experiments have thus far been unsuccessful.
Thank you, Jay. Yeah, this is getting a little weird now. Something's not right about this place for sure. I want to know what they're doing. Yeah, my favorite AI voice in my head, that's right. That's exactly right. Only you, baby. Only you. What is this? Specimen thawing station. Quickly and safely resuscitates frozen specimens. Damn, Jay, you're working overtime tonight. Encrypted file, diary day 117 breakthrough.
Breakthrough LMH 20062001143. We've had a breakthrough today. Until now, we presume that the physical transformation was triggered by something in the crystals causing compositional change in the GE, which would in turn cause the abnormality in gene transcription. Yet that is not the case. In actuality, an unused region of the brain linked with the crystals is stimulated, and as a result, genes that would normally have stayed pseudogenes were transcribed. I now wonder, are we unlocking a blocked evolutionary branch? This would mean the great tragedy was merely one possible evolution of one potential future. So with that in mind, what would happen if, when administering GE, we disabled those genes at the moment that the rapid cellular proliferation is triggered? There should be sufficient value in attempting this to justify altering the Balsali systems programming.
The ball sack system programming. You were close.
10-4.
The great tragedy. I need to know more about this. What's going on here? Give me more TK codes. I suppose we are rolling in. Oh. Yeah, give me that. Yeah. How many is that now? I think we're close to 40. Oh, we're at 50. Nice, okay. What the? Basale system, primarily used to perform experimental autopsies. Online, activation will set it to operating mode. Operating mode? Lamorne made operating table. Uses a gravity tuning device inside the padding to stabilize specimens without the need for restraints. Man, if only we had Miles here with us, we could have him lay down in this and we could see what this thing fucking does. Miles, get over here, buddy. Stretchers. God. Recording camera drone. They're recording this stuff. He's miles away from anything to do with that. Yeah. Sadly, it's true. All right, let's turn this thing on. Autopsy systems activated, storage mode disabled, operating mode initialized. Active Basale system containing a TK code. Come on. Ultra high performance multiprocessor and 145 installed surgical tools accommodate many types of complex surgery, not just autopsies. That's beyond fucked up. Yeah, it doesn't exactly sound pleasant. Okay, we have another data file coming up, Jay. I think. The TA file, rather. Encrypted file, Diary Day 81 Awakening.
Awakening, LMH20062001107. The subject is in hibernation in the cryopod. His metabolism is at minimal levels. Unfortunately, we are unable to perform the experiments we would like with the subject in this state. If the subject's metabolic function is inactive, a reversal of its rapid cellular proliferation cannot occur. First, we must wake the subject and restore its normal metabolic function. This also means restoration of consciousness, so appropriate sedation will be crucial.
Yeah. They're definitely cloning. They're definitely cloning shit here. That's not a griever. That's something else. Recovery Pod A1. Used to place specimens in stasis and heal damage to their internal organs. Griever enclosed after an experimental Lamorne restoration procedure. That's a griever? Oh, I guess it is. The hair caught me off guard. I thought that was a fucking predator for a second. Can you imagine? Honestly, Samus versus Predator would be kind of really cool. Pod glass destroyed. Cell culture and preservation liquid has leaked. Life signs of the specimen griever has ceased. Is that just the thing making noise, or I don't... That's what we heard in the other room. I don't know what that noise is. Pod A3 used to place specimens in stasis and heal damage. Yeah. The readings from specimen Griever read normal. Used to place specimens in stasis. Metabolism currently at minimum. Specimen Griever is alive and preserved. Appropriate seduction. Pod is now in low power mode. You think they're cloning the Grievers to get frisky? It's possible. Tracks the state of the contained specimen and sends data to a remote database. Whoa. Contains a blood sample. Another data disk. I'll scan that in a second. Monitor and standby. Ice has thickened over time. Okay. Alright, here we go. Encrypted file, diary date 97, analysis.
Analysis. LMH200620011123. We are monitoring subjects who have had GE administered here. Regardless of GE concentration, there do not appear to be any significant differences. We see regeneration without an apparent mutation to alter the cells. Furthermore, no matter how deep our analysis, we have yet to see any apparent chromosome abnormalities. It is almost as if they are natural creatures. Put another way, if we were to judge based on DNA, there are no significant differences between them and us. What is going on?
Wait, so it says it is almost as if they are natural creatures. Did they literally create the Grievers here? Is that what it means by that? These things were all over the jungle earlier. Surveillance monitor containing a TK code. Okay, I think that's our third one. Yeah, 3 of 4. It's sort of like a Metroid situation going on here, except the Metroids weren't created, they were discovered and captured, essentially. But if they're weaponizing these, it's pretty similar. Weaponizing, and then they fall to them, which would be the great tragedy, I'm assuming, right? Using critical thinking skills. Where is the fourth one? Yeah, that's a good point. Imagine being created in a test tube. Just as cannon fodder. I'm gonna run back a second. Okay, yeah, we're definitely missing one code somewhere. Hang on. What does the map look like here? Okay. I had to have missed one in one of those rooms. I'm gonna run back a little bit more here a second. Well, no, that wouldn't make sense. It has to be down here. Alright, let's go look around. I must have missed a scan or something. I want to know how to get through this door here. It's kind of fucked, not gonna lie, but in the same breath they were made in a test tube, then they wouldn't know any other way. Yeah, that's true. Plus they're like very primal creatures, it seems like. I'm not sure if they can like think. I don't know, whenever we fight them, they're just like very primal. They probably don't know any better. I don't know though, the Lemorn were like really smart. They're fucking psychics, so maybe they took it too far. Probably like what's gonna happen with AI in real life in like 5 years. I have a feeling it has something to do with this room. Scientists taking things too far? Never. They would never do that. If I can get myself a robot girlfriend, I'll be happy. As long as she loves you, man. Oh, can I melt this? Maybe this is what we missed here. Yeah. Good thing I saw that. Oh, we have to open it. We have to open it. Reaver specimen containing a TK code. There's our code. Like I said, man, the reason I'm not super scared right now is because we've been fighting these guys by the dozens in the jungle area, so they're not super dangerous. Battery depletion led to a specimen's death. Well, maybe these ones are stronger. I don't know. Maybe it'll give me a reason to be scared. Also, nice pipe jump scare. Like that. This might be the darkest that... Well, I don't know. All the Prime games are pretty dark. This is, like, really dark, though. This is really fucked up. Prime 2 was really fucked up, though. Prime 2 was, like, super fucked up. Alright, we need to go... Perfect. Love you, baby. You're giving me flashbacks to 1000 Year Door with Tech and Peach.